Inside the weird world of Mike Tyson, from smoking toad venom, blowing $300 million and staring death in the face. Find out how Iron Mike recouped his wealth after going bankrupt. Mike Tyson's world has included smoking psychedelics, running a cannabis empire, and perhaps most surprisingly of all, now boxing again. The heavyweight icon is on the verge of returning to the ring 20 years after retiring on his stool. Tyson faces YouTuber-turned-boxer Jake Paul on November 15 in Texas in a controversial clash slammed by many for the 30-year age gap. The youngest heavyweight champion of all time, aged just 20 when he won the belt, did have an exhibition with Roy Jones Jr. in 2020. That was just a year after he first smoked toad venom in a bid to treat his substance addiction. The practice involves venom being extracted from the glands of the Sonoran desert toad, dried into a crystalline substance and smoked in a pipe. Effects range from easing depression and post-traumatic stress disorder to panic, dysphoria, and the complete loss of one's sense of self. Tyson's first toad venom smoking ceremony lasted 20 minutes and left him fearing for his life. Gerardo Sandoval, a pioneer for the practice, told The Times, "At the beginning he thought he was actually dying. He was demanding that I make it stop. He launched himself towards me. He tried to give me a punch, then the toad fully grabbed him and he fell. It gave him a knockout. What Mike went through was almost like a rebirth. He stopped taking antipsychotic and sleeping pills because he wasn't sad or angry anymore. He started to lose weight, he changed his diet, he shifted into a healthier mode of living." Iron Mike has also made fortunes from a cannabis empire of his own. There was once a time he filed for bankruptcy, having blown through $300 million, £230 million, during his prizefighting career. But he recouped his wealth in retirement as a pop culture icon, featuring in films like comedy classic The Hangover. He then ventured into the marijuana business, and his company's chief executive claimed they did 9 figures in revenue last year, and his wealth is set to rocket up another $40 million, £30 million, when he shares the ring with 10-1 Paul over 8 2-minute rounds. They were initially due to fight on July 20, but Tyson was forced to pull out after suffering a stomach ulcer flare-up during a flight. It was also just 2 years ago that the reformed baddest man on the planet was pictured leaving Miami airport in a wheelchair due to sciatica. But Tyson has been past medically fit to resume training, which he does 6 days a week in Las Vegas. He has 3 fledgling professional heavyweight sparring partners living in a shared house with coach Rafael Cordero. Billy White, a childhood friend who was also trained by D'Amato, recently reunited with Tyson. And White said, "'Cause always taught us that age was nothing but a number, and Mike has looked 25 years old in that ring." Tyson, who spent 3 years in prison from 1992 for a rape conviction, is happily married to third wife Lakia Spicer. And she is described as the mastermind behind Tyson's business ventures, also helping run his current training camp. Florida-based coach White, who witnessed Tyson's rise, fall and reincarnation, compared him to a phoenix. White said, "He rises from the ashes, no matter what. There is no obstacle he can't overcome."